Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for November 27th, 2020. An article from One America News reports, Republicans rally in support of party candidates in Georgia. Runoffs set for January. As both Senate races in Georgia are headed towards runoffs in January, Republicans are stepping up their efforts to push GOP candidates into office. The January runoffs will determine which party holds the majority in the Senate, bringing those races into the national spotlight. As a result, a number of outside groups supporting both parties' candidates have launched major ad-buying blitzes in an attempt to sway voters. The races between Republican incumbent David Perdue and his Democrat challenger Jon Ossoff, as well as Republican incumbent Kelly Loeffler and her Democrat challenger Raphael Warnock, have seen a massive spike in campaign funding for the final sprint toward voting day. The GOP has made each of these races about preventing the radical left from gaining traction in the upper chamber. The Georgia Republican Party said they are working around the clock to ensure voters understand they have a clear choice between radical liberals or the candidates who will fight for Georgia values. An article from townhall.com states, Trump has a message for those who think GSA decision means he's conceding. Hours after President Trump approved the official transition process for Joe Biden, he took to Twitter to say the decision does not mean he is conceding, despite many interpreting it that way. The president stated in a tweet, "What does GSA being allowed to preliminarily work with the Dems have to do with continuing to pursue our various cases on what will go down as the most corrupt election in American political history? We are moving full speed ahead. We will never concede to fake ballots and Dominion." Earlier, President Trump had thanked General Services Administrator Emily Murphy for, quote, her steadfast dedication and loyalty to our country. On Monday, Murphy explained she delayed the transfer of resources to Biden's team due to the legal challenges surrounding the election results. Because of the delay, she was then threatened and intimidated by Biden supporters. And finally, the Daily Caller reports, I'm a little jealous. Sarah Sanders reacts to astonishing difference in press treatment of Biden. Former White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders called the difference in the media's treatment of President-elect Joe Biden compared to President Donald Trump as, quote, astonishing during a Saturday night appearance on Fox News' Waters World. Fox News host Jesse Waters brought Sanders on after playing a clip of reporters asking Biden questions during a Thursday press conference.
I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous. I wish I had had a couple of those softball questions when I was in the briefing room. I don't remember any reporter at any point ever setting up any type of friendly questions the way that they do with Joe Biden. But I don't know why anybody should be surprised.
99 miles an hour right there.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's surprised. Look, they gave him a free pass during the entire campaign process. He, most of the time, didn't even take questions. When he finally did, they were scripted and very short. I don't think this comes as a shock to anybody who's paid attention over the last year and a half on the campaign trail, but it is still astonishing to see the difference in the way that the press treats Joe Biden versus the way they've treated President Trump over the last, not just 4 years, but last probably 5.5 years.
Fox News anchor Bill Hemmer characterized one of Biden's press conferences last week as, quote, a bit of a love fest. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for November 27th, 2020. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.